folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. First down, it's play action. First play taken, a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, and go for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a job by this quarterback here on fourth down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps the
blitz and a quick sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
At first down, sack a surprise. It moves him back into fringe field goal range. Looking to do on second and long. And he'll be brought down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Breaking tackles and going. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up second down.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
And on second and goal, the offense goes with the speed to try to get the ball out to the edge. But how about this defense? Not only are they physical, but here they show what kind of speed they have as well.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Catch made on the left side.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Looking to pass here on second down. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. No gain on first makes his second down and goal from the 7. Pass caught. Can he get in? One down. The completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up third and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Looking downfield. It's Russell. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And the QB will try again on second and 10. And this one is caught. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This traditional SEC clash goes back to 1901, almost always on the 3rd Saturday in October. And Vols fans, glad, Kirk, that the post-Nick Saban era has begun in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. Coach Saban, I think he lost one time. I think he was 16-1 against Tennessee as the head coach there. And going back to the 90s and early 2000s, Tennessee used to dominate the series. So back and forth it goes, and we'll see who can win this one today. 3rd Saturday in October, always a fun Saturday.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
And in first down, right back to the running game. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Russell. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Alabama. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. On the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kurt. Let's check out the stats. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The short hands, it's Jefferson. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Back behind the quarterback, lined in Bristol. They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver grabs it, breaks loose at the 40, and he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catching. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And the Vols will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What a beautiful post route right over the top, and it splits this defense for 6 points. Great recognition by the quarterback to see the void in the middle third of the secondary and confidently deliver that strike.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. on the ground. There's the handoff. Has the first down and more. He's found some room at the 45. Now here he goes. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That is broken up and incomplete.
That's a good job here by this defense, especially the linebacker man coverage, but the quarterback needs some help here from his intended target. He needs to be able to find a guy that can separate and pull away from man coverage.
He's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. And the Volunteers are on the move here. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. They lose 5 on the play. The Volunteers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
This defense is spread out all over the field, trying to be able to make plays in space. That is a key. Good job of tackling and keep him out of the end zone.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Design quarterback run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Handoff in a single back formation. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. To the air. It's Russell. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Puts into space at the 50. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Direct snap to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Good throw to the left. Nice grab there. Would be enough for a 1st down, but they say he was out of bounds. It'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down. The offense will go for it. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Wide open downfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver.
Tremendous protection. He was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out. It's Adams. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Receiver in motion now. To the air. It's Russell. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown. Crimson Tide. No chance to catch momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their...
Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. They finally bring him down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete. What a chance for an interception there. Instead brings up 2nd down. No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And the trickery does not work there. And now it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. But there is a flag down, so we'll have to check and see what that's about. The roughing the kicker penalty has given this offense a chance to punch it in. Let's see if they can take advantage. Direct snap to the back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
He's got it near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
That completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Vols. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Returner tackled right there. That's when they start the drive. The Alabama offense back onto the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. The pocket breaking down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Quick throw to the left side. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Finds his man. It's Singleton. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Nice grab. It's Adams. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
3rd down is a handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking for the wide out. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw. It's Russell. On the move now. He bought some time. Now lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Volunteers. A long distance defensive touchdown. Wow.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And the extra point gets him within 3, 31-28. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He drew a pick 6 in the last possession. Grab behind the line. It's Young. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's just great execution by this offense. The quarterback needs time on that post route. Now, I'm impressed by this receiver. I didn't know if he'd be able to get clear on that post, but he does. Lined up on the right side. Quarterback and he have worked on this all week to be able to find that route and that timing. This time they hit it for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On a pass rush, gets home.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And it's good for a first down to the 36. The ball's come up to the line in a hurry up. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like...
He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Vols pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The QB throws his third pick of the day. He could go. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick in return.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Off the play fake on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A loss of 5 yards on the play.
As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Dropping back. It's Russell. With the catch, it's Young. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down after that previous play. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, tie. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback's safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Offense comes out to start this drive. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Russell. Quick throw to the left side. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Hit as he released it. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Powerful offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Grab down the middle. It's Jackson.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Vols hustle to the line to run the hurry out. Looking to make a big play downfield. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. And the Volunteers looking to take advantage of this red zone trap. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pass rush closing in. They pressure him and sack him and the tackle inside the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
And the point after is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. A big gain, and the offense will obviously decline the penalty. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense.
Here we go.
He keeps it on the design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it. No problem. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now. And the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Working clock with the ground game. Nowhere to run up the middle. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. They'll go with the ground game there. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Harrison. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. You got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
He's running out of time here. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. So down 6, they need a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th down. Their last chance here. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun...